Hello loves, and welcome to the Hares and Daffodils Homestead Kitchen. If you're new to the channel, my name is Kate. I want to welcome you guys on in. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. It's good to see you guys. Today we are working on a dish. I already have our potatoes on the stove and a couple things sauteing right now just to try to get a little bit ahead of myself. But we are starting on a dish that originated back in 1791, and it's peasant food. It was meant to use up a lot of minced meat scraps and scraps of vegetables that they had left and everything like that. It originated in the UK, Ireland, the whole 9 yards. What are we making, you say? We're making cottage pie. It's a lot like shepherd's pie, except we're using ground beef. That's a major distinction. So it's going to have the same layer of meat and mirepoix, our carrots, onions, celery, mixed in with a little bit of beef broth, making a gravy in it with some sweet peas. And then on top, like a traditional shepherd's pie, we're going to have a thick, fluffy mashed potato layer that's got some Parmesan cheese in it, a little bit of herbs, everything just mwah, you know I'm going to do it. Chef's kiss. Absolutely wonderful. So I've got my mirepoix on the stove right now, trying to wilt down and brown, lightly brown, my onions, carrots, and celery. And then in the big stock pot over here, I've got my little 3-pound bag of Yukon Gold potatoes boiling up so that we can get those mashed and get those on the top of our dish when it's ready. So everything's just in the midst of going here. If you'd like, I'll go ahead and bring you on over and you can see what's going on here at the stove. Okay, the only thing I do not have in our mirepoix as of yet is garlic. I went to the store to buy actual garlic bulbs, and they did not have any that looked good. So I've got to add in 3 tablespoons of garlic, because I'm supposed to add in 3 cloves. And this is, 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon equals a paste equals 1 clove of fresh garlic. So I'm just going to add in 3 little plots here of garlic and try to empty out my tube here. Alrighty, that's all we need for that. Let me get that back in the fridge. I'm trying to be conscientious on what stays out and what goes in. My brother will actually be joining us for dinner tonight, so that'll be a nice, not a pleasant surprise because we invited him, but it'll be a nice treat having that. Len's helping me out in the kitchen this evening, and we're just tag teaming dinner here together. Lenny, would you mind getting a fork and testing out 1 or 2 of the little Yukon Gold potatoes, please? You can see where we're at for doneness. Thank you. Just a little bit of salt here. I don't like adding a lot of salt because I want the vegetables and everything to shine through. Nope, not done yet? Okay. Just want to watch this carefully now because I don't want that garlic to burn. Okay, add in just a little bit of thyme leaves in here as well. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get our beef in. next. And we're going to get that mashed on up. Lydia, I'm going to have you step back for just a second. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the... Ooh, that steam was a little spicy. Okay, and I'm going to go grab some pepper. I've got my salt in one place in the kitchen and my pepper in another. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Lenny, I think the potatoes are getting they're getting done. They're getting to be a little bit soft. So here in a couple minutes, we'll check those again, and I think we're on good progress here. Yeah, I've never actually cooked with lamb, or I very, very rarely eat meat. I'll eat pork and chicken more often than anything else, but beef I try to stay away from. There's an intolerance in my system when it comes to beef, so I always try to find something else to eat. But this is something that with us coming up around the corner here from St. Patrick's Day, I was trying to do some research on what meals were more traditional across the pond, and I ran into cottage pie and Irish beef stew. So that'll be outside of our Sweet Shamrock trilogy. That'll be the next Friday video coming out. So yeah, I'm excited to make that one, and I know I won't be able to eat very much of it, but I'm going to give it a nibble, just like I'm going to give this a nibble. So I hope you guys are excited to see those videos. You picked up some really high quality beef at the store.
I did.
This doesn't happen. Oh, my brother's here. Let me go get the door. All right, Lenny's working on the taters, and I'm just going to keep stirring this up. Got my brother situated in the family room, so we're doing a-okay. I'll try to pull out a little bit of this grease. This looks and smells absolutely delicious.
Hey, honey. How do these look?
Oh, those look good. Potatoes look yummy. Oh, nice and creamy.
There's a few itty bitty little lumps in there that...
Oh, that's okay. There's a couple lumps in the potatoes, or it's all par for the course. I always try to get out every last dollop of fat that I can whenever I go to cook beef. I know fat's where the flavor's at, but... Okay, let's get that back on the heat now. Okay, now into the potatoes we need to add a half a cup of milk, quarter cup of butter, salt and pepper, and the Parmesan cheese. Okay, next up to our meat filling, we need to add in our beef broth, tomato paste, Worcestershire sauce, and I know I butchered the name of that, and we've got a little thyme bundle. Let's see here. So broth, tomato paste, and Worcestershire sauce.
I can't say Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire? Yeah, that sauce.
About a good fat tablespoon, and at the rate this is coming out, it's not very much. So it may seem like I'm putting a lot in, but I promise you I am not. We need to add in a cup of beef broth. Add a cup of beef broth. And we're going to add in a tablespoon and a half of tomato paste. Okay, there's that. Alright, let's get all this mixed in, stirred around. Went to a fancy dancy store here in town that procures and sells, with a little taste testing, a plethora of olive oils and vinegars. And Lynn and I went to visit this store maybe about 2 months ago, and I tasted some of their vinegars and some of their olive oils and stuff they had out featured for that week that we were there. And it was different. I've never done an olive oil tasting or a vinegar tasting. I tried a white balsamic vinegar, and I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't what I put in my mouth. But it was okay. It was just different. And then I had a taste of one or two of their olive oils, and then I started to feel a little sick to my stomach, just a wee bit. But they were all wonderful. I mean, it was all just wasn't. I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't know if that was it or not. Let's get out a spoon. I will have you taste the meat mixture. Tell me if it needs any more seasoning, please. I can smell the tomato paste in there. Yes, yes. And we've got all the potatoes pulled out. We're getting any more salt, pepper, tomato paste,
No,
Worcestershire.
I think we're good.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm actually not going to have you do the meat because I know you don't do the meat, but taste a little bit of the juice with the carrot. I think it's plenty.
I can taste the sweetness from the tomato paste.
Mm-hmm. I can taste the salt.
I can taste it, not very much. I can taste the sweetness from the carrots. Of course, it's what you gave me a piece of, but
I think we're good.
okay, I think we are too. The recipe did not say to preheat my oven. I did not use a stainless steel oven ready, oven safe pan on the stovetop. But I went ahead and preheated my Dutch oven into the oven, and it's what you heard, the searing and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of our potatoes, our Parmesan potatoes. I don't know if you guys can see that cheese pull. Oh my gosh. This is delicious. It's going to be delicious. I just know it. Alrighty, we're going to get this back into the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then we are ready to eat. Lenny, would you mind helping me get this back into the oven, please? I greatly, greatly appreciate your help. Of course. And then we can start to clean up the kitchen a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit of a hurricane came through.
Just a little bit. Alrighty. We will see you guys back in 20 to 25 when we're pulling this out of the oven. Alrighty, loves, we just got the cottage pie pulled out of the oven and everything is bubbling. It looks absolutely wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and scoop out a couple scoops of this so you guys can see exactly how this looks. Picturesque, perfect. These Parmesan mashed potatoes look to die for. I'm not going to get too much because I don't want to eat too much. I'd rather need to be careful on my beef intake and everything. But yeah, we've got our peas and our carrots, celery, onion. You can smell the Worcestershire sauce. Oh my gosh, you can smell the sweetness in the carrots. Just absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So here we go. Alrighty, we're going to sit down and enjoy a bite for dinner here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you don't mind, please. Just that way, keep you up on track on what's going on with the next videos coming up. And outside of the next sweet Shamrock series, don't forget to catch next Friday's video, and we'll be making Irish beef stew with actual Guinness, red wine, everything in the mix. So you guys cannot skip out on that. So you guys need to see that. So until next time, hugs and loves.